Alrighty, got this little fan here. It's an old fan, a little fan, cheap. Um, Came from Walmart, I'm sure. Making a little noise, and it's dirty. It needs cleaning. Brandon, look, oscillating fan. I don't know what brand it is. Anyway, it's been a good one. And it's been out in the shop here. And it runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, year round. I like keeping the air flow moving around in here. Show you how to take it apart, clean it, lube it, and put it back together. Alright, let's get this thing apart. Most fans have these little old tabs that you just, man, it's been a while since I had that on, that you just flip out. And sometimes you have to get a pair of pliers or a screwdriver to get some of these out, but like this one, it's not wanting to cooperate. And the front comes off. These little tabs here. Can you see that? Yeah. The little tabs here just lock it down to place. And this one here got bent just a little bit. I'm going to straighten it up before I put it back on. You see how it's kind of bent. But anyway, see how dirty that is? Nasty. But that's part of it. Now on this is backwards threads. Most of them are backwards threads on these cheap little fans. You turn it clockwise to take it off. And then you have your blade. It just slides off. And it is nasty and dirty. And not near as much airflow when they get that way, so you need to keep them clean. Like I don't. I try to do this, and then to get this back cage off, you want to just unscrew that. It's a big nut here, keeper nut. And then this just slides off. And I'm going to take this part apart also, because you want to get in there and lube it. And as you can see, it's picked up some hair. Well, you probably can't see it, but got hair and everything else. Yeah, let's start up here. Take this, and some of them are different than the others. Some of this front part doesn't even come off. Comes off in one big piece, but most of them come off like this. I don't. Wow, that little old screw is warm. I guess from running for the last 300 days. But you set your screws, you don't want to lose them. This just slides off. And as you can see, there's dirt and dust all inside of this. That needs to be gotten out and washed and lubed. These little deals that make it rotate, most of them just pop off. Sometimes there's a screw down inside there that you can unscrew and it lets it off, but most of the time they just they just push down on there. And most of the time you just pull them off. You give it a good yank. So I'm going to look down in there first. I don't see a screw. So I'm just going to give it a yank. Yeah, here we go. It just pops on. Has this little keeper that keeps it on. But it will come off. So anyway. And now you want to take this back off. And it's got one screw in the center of it. Because you want to wash it also. Alright. And you have to take this off in order to get this off. But you can see over the years I've sprayed it and junk will build up in there, bugs will get in there, all kinds of stuff will get in there. And let me get a rag. I don't want to pick up my camera without this, but I don't know if you can see this very good, but inside the cover, see all that dirt, dust, and it's down inside there, and inside there there's hair wrapped around there. So what we want to do is blow this out. See, I don't own a compressor, so what I use is a leaf blower. It's a Toro leaf blower, electric, and it does a pretty good job. I'm gonna try to cut the noise down, but you can watch this as I blow. Can you see that? Yeah. I'm gonna put this up here, and you can watch all the junk come off of it. Alright. Just gonna set this to the side. A moment. Alright, we got it kind of blown out. I'm gonna get that hair off of there. You can tell it's pretty dry right here. It should be lubed. We'll get this a little closer so that you can see. Maybe. Can you see it right there? Maybe you can see that. There's a bearing right here that this spins around, and so that bearing needs to be lubed right there in the front. And you can lube it from the front, or you can lube it from the inside. You can put a lube right there. And also there's a bearing in the back, and it's right here. And that little motor is warm. You can't really see it, but it's actually right here is the bearing. And so you need to get a little lube up in there. And what I do, I try to tilt it over this way, spray inside, and then turn your armature, turn your spindle there, and it should turn free. And I can tell this is kind of sticky, and I don't know if you can see that good enough or not, but it doesn't turn free. It stops almost immediately. So let me get a little lube. WD-40 is good. Super Tech. I mean, it's a Walmart brand lubricant, WD-40. It's pretty good stuff, actually. I haven't had a problem out of it. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get it down in here. There's a little bit of lube right there. Oh, I'm going to get in your way. Look at there. See how it's already turning more free because that back bearing. Look at that. Sorry, can you see? Because that back bearing needed lubed. Needed to be lubed. Now it's spinning good, but not as good as it could. I'm going to lube this front one. And once it penetrates down in there, look at there. Now it's a free moving fan. Add a little more there. And I'm also going to put some right here. Can you see that? Right there. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. See it spinning and spinning and spinning. It was all gummed up and it doesn't spin like it should. But now it's got cleaned out and lubed. And just to make sure, I'm going to put a little more back on that back bearing. Yeah, a little more on the front bearing. And a little more up front. Alright. Now it's a shop fan, so I'm not going to clean the whole thing up, but I am going to take, let's get this back, take all of our parts and take them out there to the water hose and clean them off a little bit. So I shall return. Alrighty. Got all my parts washed off, cleaned up. We'll just start back with these now. I know it doesn't look too much better on the inside, but that actually is just old lubricant stain from me lubing it and then dripping. It's just dripping on the floor now. But anyway, I'm going to put this thing back together. It is clean. Clean and lubed. Can't use screwdrivers though. I like this screwdriver best. Put that in the slot. It's lucky I don't normally hit a slot that easy. These are a little wet. Like I said, just wash them off. That garden hose. Put this back on there. It's all one way. Got one in. I started. You know, I've mentioned this before, but magnetic screwdrivers are the way to go. I actually got these as a gift. I don't know that I've ever bought but maybe 2 good screwdrivers in my life, but I want you to know there. Magnetic screwdriver is worth its weight in something, probably silver, not gold. But started or not. Started now. Alright, so you want to make sure they're snugged up. Not too tight. You don't want them to vibrate loose, but you don't want to strip them out either. Alrighty, can you still see, or I need to move it back a little. So that you can see everything. Alright. Of course, this kind of got a handle here for the top, so you know where the top is. And it usually lines up. There's 2 little knobs right here. Kind of sticking out right there. And those 2 little knobs go in these 2 little holes. That's how you cut it up and down. I know most of y'all know all this stuff, but for the ones that have never had a fan of parts, maybe this will come in handy, because I've gotten it upside down and had to take it apart and turn it back over. This you just want to tighten up till it's good and snug on there. And blades, like I say, just rinse them off so they're good and wet. But if you'll look on here on the shaft, there's a flat place on the shaft, and in the center of these there's a flat place. This flat place has, and then it's round all the way around, but there's a flat place on the, let's say, the top, because I'm going to spin it around to the top. Spin this round, and flat places on top, flat places on top. You just match that up. And as soon as it matches, you slide on. That's it. Hard to slide on. Okay. Alright, and then of course you got to put your keeper back on, and it is backwards threads, remember, so it won't fly off. There we go. Don't really worry about the water on it, because as soon as I turn it on, it's going to spin all that water off. Now this had a keeper on it that was a little bent. Here's the top one. It don't move. And then here's the one that was a little crooked, a little bent. So I'm just going to bend it back over just a little bit. Not quite that much. And the thing is so hard. I'm going to put it bit of lube right there. And then let's see, maybe the other side it needs. I don't know if lube will help that or not. You know, it's a lot better than it was. You don't want it to be too loose anyway. Oh yeah. Now then, you want to set the top one. You want to make sure they're all open. Set the top one on your fan, and usually you can tell because they got a name across here. So, there's summer breeze on there. You want to be able to read, I suppose. And you want to get it as close to straight up and down as you can, and then just close lock all your little keepers onto the back cage. To the back cage. Alright. And now this little deal here that I didn't take out there to wash off. Yeah. Pretty good. I'm going to put it back on here. And in order to get it on there, you're going to have to just pop it on. And it'll stay on. And it works like it should. Can you see that? I guess you can. Alrighty. Got the fan taken apart, lubed, and cleaned, put back together. I guess it's nice to work with. Before, when you turned it off, and I don't think I even showed you that, but before when I turned it off, you could, it would turn for just about 3 or 4 seconds and then stop. Slowly stop, so let's see what it does now. Well, it sure sounds a lot better. Sounds a lot more powerful. I'm going to cut it off and let's just see if it spins any longer than it did. It used to spin for about 2.5 or about 3 seconds, maybe 4, before it would stop completely. Now it's freewheeling. The motor doesn't have to work as hard, and it'll last for quite some time. It'll last for another few years, I think. But it's still a pretty good little old fan. See there? That beats that 4 or 5 seconds worth of stopping. Okay. Now you can take your fan apart, clean it, lube it,